We shall see if the year of the Mexican fighter continues like we've been screaming all year long. Meat is Irene Aldana going to be the next one to capitalize and get the job done in this title fight, headlining card against the Lioness Amanda Nunes, who you gotta give the GOAT her props. She got smoked by Pena, and she in the return just 6 months later absolutely smoked Pena and really showcased that it was maybe just a fluke. It was just an off night. Something was weird about that evening, and it wasn't the true Nunes that usually the dominant one that we always would see. It wasn't her that night, and as a result, Pena capitalized. But she came back, she got the job done, and no need to really patronize. Obviously, you guys know Nunes, you know her resume. She is probably the GOAT, if not the definite GOAT. And in this one, they're both 35-year-old women. Both will be hungry, but one may be carrying a different hunger, and that one maybe being Irene Aldana, who is riding a nice two-fight win streak. She's been itching for this opportunity. I mean, if you've been watching the UFC for a while, you've seen Irene Aldana basically for a decade now. This woman has been slow sizzle improving every single year, and I think that this is going to be the best version of Aldana that we've seen to date. So can peak Aldana get this one done? Most recently, she got that performance of the night finish over Macy Chasson, and that was a liver kick to the body from the ground. Just a beautiful, precise shot. You wonder if there was some luck involved, but nonetheless, that was a close fight up until that moment. Macy Chasson was having her moments, but nonetheless, Aldana got that late finish, and she's 14-6 overall, and her only recent loss of her last 5 was when she dropped that unanimous decision to Holly Holm. So what are your thoughts, Meat? Do you think that Amanda Nunes is going to just walk through Irene Aldana and this fight will be non-competitive, or is Aldana the next Mexican champ?
This is the year of Viva la Mexico. These fighters are absolutely coming. They're taking the belts, and I think Aldana gets it. This is gonna be such a crazy fight. I love seeing odds, especially when it just seems like this is, the momentum of these Mexican fighters is just absolutely absurd. And so when you see that kind of stuff, I gotta take these juicy tenders and throw a little seasoning on the steak with those kind of odds. Nunes obviously a big favorite, but man, I have not seen her been this low of a favorite in a long time. A minus 300. I feel like it's been a long time since we've seen that. Usually she's minus 1,000 or 2,000 or something crazy. So very interesting to see. I'm excited to see where this goes. I could see Aldana getting a finish wherever this goes, or even gritting out a long decision.
Yeah, I was going to ask you because I mean we've already seen Aldana go through 3-round contests, right? But 5 rounds is going to be something new, and we've seen Nunes obviously a million times go the distance. So, are you at all concerned that Aldana might fade if this fight does reach the championship rounds, or are you pretty convinced that if it does get there, Aldana's going to have the requisite gas tank?
Yeah, I think she'll have the gas tank. She knows she looks like she's in great shape. I saw their face off a couple of days ago, and I think she's gonna do very well. I don't think she's having any issue. She knows what she's getting herself into. She knows this is gonna be the hardest fight ever. This is an insane opportunity to be an absolute star for the Mexican country, also for the UFC, and to be just another Mexican champion to add to that bucket.
Yeah, for sure. She's plus 260 in this one. Minus 350 is Amanda Nunes. And Nunes is garnering 80% on Tapology. Most is beige. And 20% is rolling with Aldana. And majority of the Aldana backers think that a KO would be most likely. So that was kind of fascinating to me. There's barely a slight sliver for that copper meat. But I don't know. I've been listening to Craig Jones talking about these Mexican fighters and their submission game from the bottom. I mean, we just saw Aldana get a beautiful finish from the ground, and I know that was with an up kick, but it just kind of shows the dexterity and the creativity that these Mexican fighters possess while down there. So if there's plus 1,200, plus 1,500 Aldana submission, I might be sprinkling a little bit of sauce on that one just for the YOLO, because, I mean, we saw Grasso get the finish on the ground. We saw Yair Rodriguez pick up a beautiful submission from his back on the ground against Emmett. There's something in the water. There's these Diego Lopez against Ovsar Ivloev. Like He almost was threatening from the bottom. All these guys train together. I think that there could be something to that. So I don't know if for sure Aldana gets a submission, but I'm with you, me. I'm taking Aldana to get a win in this one, and I think it's going to be some type of finish. I tend to think that if this fight goes the distance, then maybe Nunes was able to just out-wrestle, out-control, and find a way to win 3 out of 5 rounds. But I'm going to go Aldana to get a finish in this one. I just see her carrying a different sort of hunger, and with Nunes, I mean, she's got the family. She's been there, done that. Double champ, absolute legend of the game. At some point, the hungry lions are coming to feast on a lioness, and I think Aldana gets it done. So, any last thoughts on this one, mate?
No, this is a great fight, fun fight. Throw in the comments, are we crazy taking Aldana, or is Aldana getting done? Throw in the comments below.